Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, March 27th. I'm Patricia Vallone. Glad to have you with us tonight. Well, Kenneth Kelly was driving at nearly twice the legal blood alcohol limit when he slammed into the rear of another car, killing 5 people in all. As Byron Scott reports, he has entered a guilty plea in this case.
The accident happened in October of 2014. 5 people were killed in a drunk driving accident. The trial was supposed to begin today, but the man who caused that accident pleaded guilty.
In this case, it was the unthinkable, more pain than, really any of us can imagine.
In all, 3 adults and 2 children were killed in the October 2014 accident in Oxon Hill. And on what was supposed to be day 1 of the trial, Kenneth Kelly pleaded guilty to the 28-count indictment.
We are satisfied that he pled to the entire indictment. We're looking forward to sentencing him and holding him accountable. 4
of the victims were in one car, including sisters Tiffany Wilkerson and Tamika Curtis. Their car was stopped at a red light when the car operated by Kelly, who was driving on a suspended license, slammed into them. A passenger in his car, Dominique Green, was also killed.
2 sisters in this case, who between them have 10 children, who are now left without a mother. The driver in the vehicle, the victim's vehicle, lost 2 of her children. And so this case has misery that is hard for any of us to imagine.
While she says the state is satisfied that justice was served, also Brooks says it may be difficult for the family to understand that the maximum sentence Kelly faces is 50 years.
The vehicular cases, they are always a little hard to accept and very, very difficult to say to a family 50 years when 5 people are dead. This is an unintentional crime is what he was charged with, but it is just miserable to try to explain that to a family.
Kelly will be sentenced on May 12th at the courthouse. Byron Scott, CTV News.
Kelly remains out on bond with monitoring until his sentencing. Meantime, police are investigating 3 fatal shootings over the weekend. One of the incidents took the life of 15-year-old Dennis Taylor. In the 2200 block of Columbia Place in Landover, a makeshift memorial is set up to honor the teen.
Officers were called to the 2200 block of Columbia Park. The call was for a shooting. When they arrived on the scene, they found the victim, 15-year-old Dennis Taylor, suffering from gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead on the scene, unfortunately. Officers are asking for any help. Detectives are still actively investigating this case. There's a reward of up to $25,000. So we're asking the community, anyone with any information at all, please call us 866-411-TIPS as soon as you can.
Meantime, officers were called to the Camden College Park apartment complex on Milestone Way. That was in College Park on Sunday. Police say 36-year-old Raleigh Farley was pronounced dead at the scene, and a second victim was taken to a hospital for a head injury. A third shooting claimed the life of 33-year-old Marvin Bryan. Police say Bryan was found in a car in the 13,000 block of Edinburgh Lane in Laurel early Saturday morning, suffering from a gunshot wound. He was also pronounced dead at the scene. Anyone with information on these cases is asked to contact police. Well, 4 family members are displaced after a house fire destroys their home this morning in the 9600 block of Annapolis Road in Lanham. Jonathan Craig tells CTV that his relatives got out safely as the blaze raged on around 1:30 a.m. Now, fire officials say the incident may have been sparked by a kitchen appliance. It cost about $40,000 in damages.